that remained to discuss was your evaluation of IELTS speaking, right? Task. So this is your IELTS speaking assessment, points. Now this is assessed on four criteria, as mentioned below: fluency and coherence. Now all this while recording the IELTS speaking task 2 video, I have told you regarding maintaining the rhythm or the fluency or the continuity of words coming out of your mouth. So you got to be careful. Whatever you listen to, you got to respond to that. So that is the first thing. Fluency and coherence mix are the mix of two, because it doesn't make sense if you listen something and you answer something, right? It is needless to keep speaking something if it won't make sense. That is what the criteria is, right? So this is the first part, which is fluency and coherence. All these marks are individually awarded for all these four categories, right? So let me just show you the categories first: fluency and coherence, lexical resource. Second, the third is grammatical range and accuracy, and the fourth is pronunciation. So let's say if you get seven in each of them, you'll get 7 band score, which is calculated by dividing all these 7 bands. That will be equal to 28, and it will be then an average will be taken out of it. So 28 divided by 7 will be again 7. Yeah. So the first element is fluency and coherence, right? So it says coherence is the ability to form a logical speech, right? So as I mentioned earlier, you have to sound contextual, you got to sound meaningful, right? That is what help in your fluency as well. The other one is lexical resource. Lot many people, they believe that, oh, we got to use good vocabulary, we need to use lexical resource. These are just normal things. If you can observe, and if you can speak when you after thinking properly. So let's say if you're talking about a pizza, so you just have to say it was a delicious pizza. So delicious will add into your lexical resource, and then if you are going to describe everything, it will obviously the vocabulary will come up. In the same manner, if you talk about a jungle, you will talk about forest. If you talk about plants, trees, animals, river, mountains, so all those things make the vocabulary. While if you use all these specific words, naturally the lexical resource and your vocabulary will be maintained. So you don't need to worry about this a lot. It is just if you notice things very carefully, it will help you out eventually, right? The other two elements are grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation. Pronunciation, it is not a big matter. Yes, you got to be careful when you practice. You try to understand if the how the pronunciation is like for a particular word. If you find it difficult, always Google it, or you can just ping me, WhatsApp me, whatever. But these days technology is there. You can see this task. No matter I'm making the videos, I want that okay, students should come to me. But naturally speaking, you can easily catch hold of IELTS in your own way. In the way you will prepare yourself. So it is not a big task. Okay, the grammatical range and accuracy. Yes, this is one important thing for a 7 band, 6.5 band answer. It is not that big thing, because grammatical range and accuracy, all four elements. If you are working out properly, an easy 7 or 7.5 you can get. As I mentioned earlier, also if one or two errors are there, you can easily score 7 or 6.5. It is not a big thing again, right? And see, for a certain words, like pronunciation matter a lot. Like for example, quiet, right? There is the class is quiet these days. So quiet meaning it is quiet, silent. Not many people are coming to the class. Or if suppose similar word comes up and you cannot pronounce it clearly, it will make like hindrance in the marking. So when you say I have quite a lot of change in my pocket. So quite here is denoting the amount of the change that you have. So quiet and quiet. So this is how pronunciation will work out. So it is not a big thing, as I'm mentioning every second time, that if you can work on it, if you can observe the things, it will be easy for you. Then comes the assessment, actual assessment, what I mentioned earlier. If you score 7 in fluency and coherence, lexical resource, you get 7. Grammatical range and accuracy, if you get 7, and pronunciation, if you get 8, the score will be total scoring will be divided by 4, and average will be taken, and that will come to 7, right? So you can have a look. And I would also like to mention that the this score was awarded as full band scores in the past till June 2007. Now you get like partial bands as well, 6.5 or 7.5 in bands in IELTS speaking. It should be just band. It's just an error here. So 7.5 band in IELTS speaking and writing. So this was one thing. Now another point I would like to mention here is, remember, in continuity of the previous, or the previous section of this IELTS speaking video, you should remember that you may not sound monotonous. It should not appear that a radio is turned on when you are participating in your, or you're sitting for the test. You need to use elements of surprise, elements of disgust, right? All those things you should use in order to make your answer lively, right? For example, if something you want to talk about is imaginative or is quite surprising, you may just say, "Oh, what was surprisingly," or just, you can just begin your answer saying, "Surprisingly, it didn't turn up nice," or it turned up nice," right? Or you may use, "Unfortunately, it turned out not turned out nice." So likewise, you can use surprisingly. Unfortunately, or you may use typical words which are which will also enhance your lexical resource and vocabulary. So I'm just trying to give you an idea. I'm not just giving it everything on plate, but it is just, there are so many things when you discuss on real time basis, and when you discuss interactively, then only it comes out. But yes, you try to give an answer which is lively, which has more colors to it. So that is the point. All right. So I'm just saying this because people will try to judge me and say things, but I'm sure that with using all these elements, with whatever I mentioned in this video, you will easily be scoring 6.5, 7.5. That is what my point is. Thank you very much.